While this theory made sense to me, it also horrified me, and really showed me the true nature of this not-so-family-friendly game. Stay tuned. If you want to get a shout out in tomorrow's video and gain hundreds of subs, all you need to do is be subscribed, have your bell notifications on, put a like in today's video, then comment down below that you want a shout out, and then check in tomorrow's video to see if you won. Sure, you are subscribed because I cannot enter you in the competition if you are not subscribed. Today's like goal is 100 likes, so make sure to go down right now and drop a like. Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I was basically sitting around coming up with theories for a Bendy ink machine, and I kind of came up with a big, massive one that kind of explains the game. I'm going to read it to you. I haven't really taken the time to read through it and figure out all the plot holes and kind of facts that we know that would point against it, but I was thinking through and it would explain quite a lot. There isn't a ton backing it up, but it isn't completely far off, and I need your help to show me where it makes sense and where it doesn't. So while you're watching this, if at any point in the video you do enjoy it, feel free to drop a like, it really does support me. As well, if you know any theory friends or people who have good minds for this or who just like this, feel free to share this link to them so maybe they could help me out. And if you are new here and you like Bendy ink machine related content, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subs by the end of the year. It's a pretty crazy goal and I'm probably not going to hit it, but you know what, might as well try. The ink machine. Everything revolves around the ink machine, and the ink machine is key. It is the first and only objective of Chapter 1. An entire objective is surrounded around turning that thing on. You never see an ink monster from Inky Bendy to Alice to Boris to Sammy. You don't see anyone before that ink machine is turned on. While you do see cardboard cutouts pop out and the occasional thing fall from the ceiling, I believe this is just because there's kind of, as one says, magic in the air, but not powerful enough to create something out of ink as you did with the ink machine. I have a theory, and this could be completely off, that Joey Drew had been planning this thing for a very, very long time, and that is because Joey Drew was diagnosed with some life-ending disease, like some terminal illness. As we saw from the wheelchair flashback, it seems like something was slowly taking him out. And Joey Drew, who his employees, the tapes that we have of him, were complaining that Joey Drew was doing strange things and asking for strange things of theirs. So basically, he was going crazy in the sense that he was creating a masterful plan for years. For years before he set anything into motion. And I believe that when the way that this kind of ritual, because you saw the pentagrams, he had to figure out a way that he could reanimate himself and live on through this kind of, through like his cartoon creations and the ink and like the power of Satan. I don't really know. It's a bit fishy. And I believe that when the ink machine is turned on, somehow the ink flowing through the entire building gives the ability for the ink to take the form of whatever spirit is still floating around. So I believe before the ink machine was turned off, Bendy wasn't around. Because as we see, he appears out of nowhere in the ink machine. Like the ink machine room, he appears from nothing. This also gives me a theory that I think Bendy can travel from room to room through the puddles of ink, but I'll get into that in a later video. The other half of the theory, which I'm not as convinced on, is that Joey, in his very final stages of his plan, murdered everybody in the ink studio, from the musician to the animators to anyone. And their bodies and souls were also trapped in the ink studio, and they turned into creatures. I'm not 100% sure on this, but we only hear the tape. The only thing we hear from them is tapes of them saying, oh, he's acting strange. And from all we know, there's no record of them past this. If there are records of them since, well, then the theory is kind of disproven in that aspect. But I believe that the only way to turn into one of these ink creatures is you need to, one, be dead, so your spirit needs to be trapped here. And 2, you need to have the ink machine be manually turned on through many like objects and stuff like that. This means that Joey Drew would have to be dead, and if he is dead, he cannot manually turn on the ink machine because he's dead. And he's gonna need someone else, you, Henry, to turn it on for him. I believe the letter that you received trying to get you to the ink machine studio, I believe that he wrote that letter years before any of this happened, and I believe that somehow he had it set to be delivered in a certain amount of time. The amount of time, I'm not sure. It could have been a day, it could have been years. I'm not 100% sure on that aspect. I also believe the way to stop all of this and to almost, well, free the spirits is to turn the ink machine off. I believe that turning the ink machine off will take away the power from all of these spirits to enable these bodies. While I believe that Bendy, or Joey Drew I do believe in Bendy's body. But I believe Joey Drew is the only one who truly wants to be there. I believe from like Sammy trying to like have a sacrifice to escape, I believe that Sammy, even though he was struck down, I believe that he lives on as a spirit, and as I'm assuming that Sammy actually does live on through the chapters, but that is just my own personal theory. Final aspect of this theory that I'm a little bit confused upon is almost as if almost like in Five Nights at Freddy's, how the animatronics were haunted by the spirits of the children. I believe that these inky bodies are haunted or possessed by the spirits of the other co-workers that Joey Drew slaughtered on that day, and I believe that they are not willingly in the bodies. But I do not believe that turning the ink machine off will free them. That is one thing I'm not convinced on, because I think it would take the power away from them, but I do not think it would free their souls from the ink machine, from the ink studio. Well guys, that was my theory. It's a bit out there, and right now I'd like you to go into the comment sections and more or less tear it apart. Because if I don't have you guys coming every day telling me where I'm right and where I'm wrong, I cannot become a better theorist, and that means I cannot produce better videos for you. And I'd really like this theory to become more stable, but for it to become more stable, I need you guys to help point out where it could be true and point out where it needs to be amended. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, leaving a like or sharing this video would be much appreciated. As well, if you were new here and you like Bendy the Ink Machine content such as this one, and other videos predicting Chapter 4 and all the other chapters before, make sure to hit that red subscribe button, and if you have your notifications on, comment #NotificationSquad in the comment section below. As well, if you've made it this far into the video, make sure to comment #PizzaPizza my pizza in the comment section below. And as always, Pug Nation, stay strong.